Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Been a while. Apologies for the lack of video on Sunday. Family life got in the way. It was the wife's birthday, so couldn't really get away with creating and producing content on her birthday and uploading it. I would have been shot. So it's currently Wednesday. This video is going to be out tomorrow, Thursday, and then Thursday night, to celebrate the launch of Louisiana, I'm going to be doing an ATS stream on Twitch. You can find us over on Twitch with the same name. Just look up All Things Trucking. Have a look. Obviously, really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel over there, as I'm going to be looking to do regular streams weekly on there. There'll still be video uploads on YouTube as well, although mostly it will probably be streams that I do on there. Also as well, let me just sort out this steering real quickly. Also as well, going to be doing a bit of motorsports. I've got Automobilista 2, so going to be doing a bit of American truck, Euro truck, Automobilista 2. I might do some NASCAR 25 from the PlayStation 5. I'm not sure on that yet, but I think the motorsport stuff will probably be on a Monday. But I need to get to grips with the game and stuff first and refine the settings on Logitech, because at the moment the content will be pretty sketchy. Anyway, let's get up the road. So, to give you an update on the company and where are we at. So, we now have 5 trucks. This is truck number 5. This is Dotec's Mercedes Actros MP4. And this is Dotec's Kogel trailer as well. As you can see, we've got another rental trailer. So this one's been rented from TIP this time as opposed to Euro leasing. The Crone that I did have as an ex-company trailer, unfortunately had to get rid of that, because where the Crone City update came out, it completely nerfed the skin that I had for it. So it's completely smashed it to pieces. So I was like, well, okay, well, I can't use that. So we still got the Schmitz on loan from Euro leasing, and obviously we now have this a little bit close on the red like that. But so now we have this as well. We do have a Schwarzmüller log trailer as well, and a Crone flatbed. So we've got 4 trailers now and 5 trucks. Obviously we've got the lease Iveco. This colour scheme was as close as I could get to my company colour scheme, which is blue, 2 different shades of blue and white, which has now been picked for the company. So yeah, so it was a bit more tricky, because obviously with Dotec's mod you can't use any of the standard SCS colours. So I was like, well, this is as close to mine as it gets, so we'll just pretend for now. I would ideally like the MP5, but it doesn't look like that's getting fixed anytime soon. I haven't checked the SCS forum lately since 1.57 came out, but the last time I had a look it was only working with 1.54. Good news is, Eugene Scania appears to be fixed and working now and compatible with this version. So I think I might throw that in, because it does a nice tag combination that you can't get outside of Eugene's mod. So yeah, I'll try and get a nice tag combination V8 going on some point soon. But yeah, for now we are off to, I think, Croatia. with 23 tons of non-alcoholic beer. So yeah, we're just heading on up the road. We're in it's a 455 MP4. So driven plenty of these in real life, and MP5s. 455 is kind of like the standard horsepower that fleets tend to go with. You'll see some 630s in flashy fleets, which is like the top spec, but most fleet spec vehicles will be 455, and then you'll have some companies who have like show trucks and whatever that will have like the bigger 510s, 530s and 630s, you know, the bigger boys. Yeah, this is, oh, excuse me, I keep fucking yawning. This is the latest addition to our fleet. So we now have a Volvo FH5, we have this MP4, we have an MP3 that's a V8 Mercedes, and we have a Iveco S-Way on lease, so that technically isn't ours, and we have a MAN Euro 6 on Mayon. I think that's a 480, might even be a 500 actually, I need to check. So yeah, so we've got some decent trucks now. We're just pushing through, trying to level up. I've taken the realistic economy mod off for the very reason that it's screwing with the daylight savings time, which on the one hand is nice because it makes it realistic, but on the other hand, when you're running up in Scandinavia, it's like constant darkness, so I can't, you know, do any content because people will complain that they can't see anything. So yeah, so I've had to kind of come around that. I've taken the real company's mod off for now. Excuse me. Reason being for that is been doing a bit of research and stuff, and they were saying it's quite buggy. And I had to say when I put when I had pro mods in for this for 277, it was quite buggy. With the realistic companies mod, because it was like it was glitching out for certain companies. So I was like, do you know what, I'll just take it off. It's been so long since I've driven with the make-believe SCS companies that I was like, I don't even care. And there's so many new ones now. I was like, wow, is that even one? You know, I've just been spotting the difference. I have put Dotek's container mod back in, not Dotek, Arnhook's container mod back in, because that is now fixed for this version, and I love that container mod, I really do. So yeah, pop that back in the mix. So now at the moment, yeah, we're just sort of cruising. Got to drop off this load and just try and keep growing the business now. Obviously we've got trucks, we've got trailers, it's just all about moving the freight for a while, until we can get to a point where we can spread to another garage, or whether we just keep the existing garage and just keep upgrading the trucks, because obviously that V8 will probably need replacing soon, because that's well over 1 million clicks now. So yeah, we'll have to start thinking about things like that. We'll see, but I wouldn't mind building up enough money to just get an old school like MP2, because I do like them as well, beautiful looking trucks. So I might well do that, just get an old school like MP2 that's kind of like a work but a show truck at the same time. If you don't know what an MP2 is, go on YouTube, have a look at the banner photo for this channel. That's an MP2. Absolutely gorgeous trucks. Gorgeous trucks, absolutely love them. What have I driven? I've only driven MP4s. I've driven an MP3. It was manual, but that was still fun. Good old solid workhorse, I can't count. Enjoy driving it. There is also as well, the good thing about the Dotek trailer and truck for this is there is a low deck version. So I may play with that later, but I think I'll have to change to like a Duvenbeck skin and whatever. So maybe we'll do some more role play where we pretend that we've taken over a Duvenbeck truck for a while to do some work for them on the side and subcontract and whatever. But we'll mess around with that nearer the time. For now, this is our truck, this is what we're running, so just making sure that we're just getting that freight up the road and get the money back on the table. ATS has been fun. Oh, hello. It's a bad day drive. Bad day. ATS has been fun, getting that back up and running. Updated a load of my mods for that. Put Onyx container pack in that, and it's just been absolutely fantastic. Been a lot of fun getting back into it. I've done, I think, a video on it at the moment, but I'm going to do some more content with that. The ETS stuff will just become the Eurotruck Diaries as we grow this company, and sort of keep going with it. What's going on here? Am I in this lane? No, I'm not in that lane. It was sneaky because I was looking at the sat nav going, where am I? Okay. Right, no barrier on this one, straight through. Lovely stuff. So yeah, so it's been a lot of fun getting back into that, and obviously with Pista and Damo's 379, 389 Peterbilt, I've had a lot of fun, and yeah, so I've got some good engine sound mods for that sound absolutely fantastic. So we'll showcase those in the live stream when Louisiana comes out. So yeah, looking forward to that coming out tomorrow. Should be good fun. And then yeah, you know, it'll be a case of streaming wise, I will probably flick between, you know, 1 week ATS, 1 week ETS, just so that people have got a chance to see a bit of both, and then you can kind of tune in when you want to see the ATS, or, you know, tune in when you want to see the ETS trucking. I know a lot of people tend to stick to American Truck Simulator and don't really touch Euro Truck, which I think is a shame because this was the OG. But anyway, yeah, so just enjoying that, and yeah, lots of ideas to come. Certainly looking forward to seeing the British Columbia content and DLC for ATS. I think that's going to be amazing. Again, kind of feel sorry for Pro Mods because they put Canada in there first, and yeah, it's a bit harsh, but you know, it is what it is. Again, if it's tastefully made and well done, then, you know, who can complain? You know, I have to say I really love fucking people. I really love Scandinavia. The new reskin Scandinavian content has been absolutely amazing. Really, really cool. Oh crap, what have I done here? There's been some sort of a fuck up here. I've come through the wrong area. Okay, well, let's just go around and see if I can get out, because if not, I'm pretty buggered. There's some points there, rest points, so yeah, should be able to get out. Yeah, should be just fine. Just fine. Bit of a cock up, that one though. Or am I going all the way back round? No, I can't come out of here. Happy days. Alright then. Right, let's just... get a bit tighter on that turn. We can get through that one without the barrier. Bing. Thank you. So we're now in Österreich, which is nice. Obviously, beautiful scenery. How far have we got to go? 500 clicks. I want to get there in this one. The eagle-eyed amongst you would have probably noticed that we have damage on the truck already, and yes, that was done on the way to picking up the freight. I just picked up the trailer, left the yard, was on the way over, probably about 2 minutes away from the collection, and some anus in a van decided to just run through the giveaway and straight out in front of the truck. So he had a real bad day, because I sent him into the next fucking life, but the truck has obviously taken some damage as well, which is annoying. So I'm sure if I get tugged into a weighbridge, I'll probably get told off about that. But it is what it is. We'll get it fixed once we get there. So yeah, so lots to do, lots to see. Just absolutely loving it at the moment though. Just both games been absolutely fantastic, really enjoying it. You know, it just makes me really want to do it in real life again. So yeah, just sort of seeing what's going on with my current work scenario. It's not looking ideal, to be perfectly honest. I've been off on annual leave this week, but last week there was some meetings that I was a part of, and you can sort of see that the engineers on my team will be fine, but my role and my boss's role, I think there is no counterpart on the other side, which means the likelihood is we'll be let go. So it's now just a case of managing, okay, well, when is that likely to be? So still trying to sort of suss that out. Not going to know anything until sort of April time next year, and then I'll have a decision to make whether or not to sort of stay in and get another job in the same career that I've been doing, or whether to say, do you know what, I fancy a change in direction, and you know, I want to do my own thing, build my own machine, and you know, rock on from there. So not overly sure at the moment, got to be honest. The budget last week is not helping things in terms of small businesses, but you know, shocker really. Not going to get into politics. This is not a political channel. Don't do it. Not going to discuss it. You know, I'm a massive Spurs fan, and I'm not going to talk about football on this channel either, as much as that is irritating the life out of me at the moment, because I just want to keep it to what this is about, which is, you know, the love of trucks and just general round motor vehicles, motorsport, and just, you know, keep it focused on that rather than wandering off on a tangent somewhere else, because you know, no one's come here for that. I want this channel to be an escape for people. So with the madness that's going on in the outside world, you know, you can come here, put on a video, listen to me prattle on about truck driving and, you know, all the little stories and stuff that I've had over, you know, my experience so far, and I can give you updates on, you know, the real life business that I'm looking at building and growing and starting and everything else, and what's going to be involved in that. There's going to be plenty of content, so you know, I'm not Trucker Tim-esque, as it were. I like Trucker Tim, think he's a fantastic guy. Gets a lot of hate, gets a lot of shit, you know, and look, at the end of the day, Tim's titles, people might go, well, it's clickbait. It's like, yeah, okay, but you are watching them, so you know. I like Tim. You know, he's just he's just, you know, normal lorry driver that started filming his stuff on TikTok and went viral, and you know, the rest is history from there. You know, he's grown it from there, and I just think fair play and good luck to people like that, because you've done it on your own. There's no handouts. You didn't just buy a channel with all the followers or whatever. You know, you built that from the ground up. Good for you. You know, and I think that's the thing, right? Like, I would love to have as many subscribers as he's got on this channel, because then I could just basically pick and choose when I worked. Although, to be fair, I will say this: if I did have the amount of subscribers that he's got on his channel, I would still be working full time, just because I love doing it. I love doing it. Now, don't get me wrong, obviously it's not easy. Dave Crossley's another one that I watch. Great guy, funny as fuck. He really is, absolutely hysterically funny. Like, literally, if you've never come across his channel, go and watch it, and go and listen to his latest Talking Shop podcast. There is a story that he tells about Thailand involving a ladyboy that is fucking hilarious. Like, literally, I was in tears driving along listening to it, because it was just so funny. But yeah, he's another channel who I just think absolutely fantastic bloke, really helpful. You know, another driver like me, and he's gone out and done it on his own. Again, he gets income from social media, so you know, that's kind of like his bread and butter. And so for the likes of him and Tim, it's hard, man, because you've got to think of stuff that's going to entertain people, right? And you've got to do it all the time. Like, you've got the likes of Trucker Jenko, Martin, lovely bloke, absolute diamond. Again, gets so much shit and abuse for no reason. Like, because people are like, well, you can't hold down a job. What, because he switched firms? Okay. I mean, oh shit, bollocks, arse. Right, come and drive, get out of the way. There we go. All because he switched firms, and you just think, well, you know, do you really need to cry about that? See, look, that's one of the new companies over there, that Orioc, Rio, Desjardins, Dan's The Garden of Dan. That's another one that don't know what it is, but it sounds wonderful. But yeah, you know, it's just, you're just like, really? But people get so bent out of shape over it, and I just think, why? Like, it's his life. I don't know. That's the only weird thing about all this business for me, is that, you know, just, I mean, don't get me wrong, right? It's different. With Twitch, people are paying to view that content on that channel, so it's like, okay, you've got to make sure that your streams are entertaining for people, right? And I get that, 100% get that. But on YouTube, unless you're paying for membership, like you're paying to be a channel member, there's very little in the way of, like, you know, it doesn't cost you anything to watch the content, so it almost feels a bit weird that people want to dictate what that content is. But you know, it is what it is, right? You've just got to wind your neck in and go with what you've got. But yeah, I don't know, I just think it's very strange. I just think it's really strange. I just generally do. think it's really, really weird. But you know, it's now as queer as folk, as I say. So, but yeah, I think there'll be, you know, like I said, they're the like 3 channels that I watch kind of like religiously when it comes to truck stuff. I do watch The Breeze every now and then. He's quite good. There's another new guy who started working for Bolton's as well. I think his name's Nick. Same as me. He's driving one of the new like MP6s, I think. The Super Aero ones with a 630 lump in it. He sounds like a bit of a geezer on his videos. Starts every video with "Okey dokey," right, off we go. It's just old school. He's, you know, I like his stuff. I think he's a good guy. You know, he's taking you around Europe, showing you the ropes, doing cool chain work. But yeah, I mean, you know, I just find it a bit funny sometimes that people do get really bent out of shape over stuff, and I just think, why? If you don't like what you're seeing, don't watch their channel. Like, I don't know. But yeah, obviously, like Dave Crossley, seriously, go and watch his stuff if you're not watching it already. Fucking hilarious. Like, literally one of the nicest blokes you'll ever meet. He actually invites like his subscribers to parties and stuff. It's such a legend. But yeah, like he just wants to get along with everyone, and he tries to give back as much as he can as well, which I think is really nice. It's a nice touch. But yeah, his story about a ladyboy in Thailand is fucking hilarious. Like, literally, I was in tears. So if you haven't seen that Talking Shop podcast, go and watch it. Honestly, it's absolutely amazing. Really, really, really funny. I was in stitches. I really was. But yeah, you know, back to the task at hand. So what are we doing next with the company on here? So obviously, as I said, we've got 5 trucks now. One is on lease, or at least we're pretending it's on lease, right? So we've got 4 trailers. So I think probably next will be another trailer of sorts. Whether we get another Schmitzy on loan, or whether we get another one of these Dotec Kogels, I don't know. Or whether or not I wait and go for a like bigger, newer fridge trailer, and try and do some cool chain work. Obviously, we've got a flatbed. It's not really that much money in the flatbed stuff. I could do a bit of box jockeying. That's container work. Obviously, I've got the login trailer for showcasing the dynamic loading, but kind of over that now, really, if I'm honest. Once you've seen it, it's like, okay. Like, what would be cool is if they had dynamic loading of curtain siders, where you get like little forklifts just coming up and loading you and stuff. That would be fucking cool. There was an animation for that way back in the day. Sorry mate, just literally threw the trailer at him there. There was literally an animation for that way back in the day, on a particular trailer, that when you turned up and you obviously hit the button to unload, it did an animation where it opened up the curtains and you saw a forklift come and take stuff out of it, and I thought that was epic. And I'm talking, that was like years ago. That was like version like 1.1 or 1.18 or something. It was a long time ago. And again, like I said, I thought that was just cool. I really did. But yeah, there's some things in the pipeline for this. Obviously, like I said, at the moment I've got rental trailers, because we are showcasing that we would be renting rather than buying brand new and having our own. So we might look to buy our first brand new trailer next, with the official company logo and stuff on it, so that, you know, we've actually got something that matches one of our trucks when it goes out on the road and what have you. That might be a plan. At the moment, the company painted trucks have got painted rims, but I'm probably going to flip-flop on some trucks and just put Durabrights on because I like them. But I just thought the painted rims were a nice touch. What else? So with the ATS profile, that again, that's only a 2 garage profile. We've got about 500 grand in the bank, and we're just building that up. We've got a couple of Pista 389s, some other trucks in it, and we've also got the Mac Ent, or Mac R, Mac Series R, I think, as well in that, with a Super 10 speed gearbox, which is amazing. I've been doing some logging stuff in that, but also just been driving around some very cool black Peterworth, fucking hell. Goes to show how tired I am today. But yeah, just fantastic. Like, very, very happy with the new DLC as well, Nordic Horizons. Like, if you haven't got it, get it. It's definitely worth having. You know, it's an honest. That's an honest like review for me. I think it's fantastic. It's got lots of new places to explore, lots of new roads. Obviously, some of the northern Nordic roads are just amazing, in both Sweden and Norway. So, highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. What's going on here? Felt like I was catching him at a geometric rate of knots. I'm starting to get a little bit tired. What have we got? So we've got 18 hours to get this there. We'll roll past this one, but if we see another one, I think we'll pull into that. I'll just cut out the guy off. I'm sorry, driver. Just going to see if we get another services come up, then we'll stop in there, because I think it's a bit late to dive into that one. But yeah, we can stop in there because we've got time. We're not due. Our loading time's not due for another 18 hours, so we're okay. But yeah, just, you know, trying to make things realistic still. You know, in building up the company, I know I've taken the realistic economy mod off, which has made it easier to build up the company, I won't lie, but I'm still doing things properly. Like, I'm not going and saying, right, where's the most expensive haul? Okay, yeah, it's 3,000 kilometers and you've got to take, you know, this aluminium turbine to it, because it just feels like cheating. So, and I think with certain mods you do get more realism anyway in the freight market. Like with Arnold's container pack, you get much more realism with those. It's not like suddenly 32 grand to take some car parts somewhere. It's like, no, you'll get 8 for that. And I just think things like that are just super key, realistically. About to go through another toll. It's kind of sluggish with all that weight on the back. But yeah, 23 tons of non-alcoholic beer to a place I have no idea where it is or what it's doing or anything. But yeah. But yeah, lots to think about with the new company as well, in terms of strategy, and do we want to get another garage open, and if so, where are we going to put it? You know, do we go for like a port-based garage and just have a load of trucks running containers out of it? You know, what do you do? So we'll see. We'll see on that one. Hopefully, fingers crossed, things will all work out nicely, but you never know. You never know. You live and learn. So we just got to be hopeful that we'll come out on the right side of everything. So I mean, I am enjoying these mods. They really do make a nice difference to the game, and it's just pleasant to drive. Ooh, that was a little bit close, but yeah, I'm just happy just to drive. Oh, dirty little boy. We are finding it very tiring. Question is, how far is the nearest stop? I don't know whether or not we're going to have one. Yeah, alright, try. Pushed the wrong button there. I wanted the one for a horn. That one. Yeah, don't know on this one. Gonna have to wait and see. Right, here we go. Looks like we're off of the main motorway now anyway, so coming into town where we got to drop this off. See where we're getting tipped. Wandering a little bit now. Starting to really get tired. Right. I think, just because, and not to be difficult, but I think I might just park up just before we get there. Not in that service station. We'll go in there one minute, and here looks to be like a small lay-by or something. I'll just pull in there. I mean, it's saying proceed to the loading area, but I'm like, no, I'm going to have a nap. Right. Here we go. Oh, there's a lorry park down there. Nice. I'm just going to tip in here then for the night. Just park up here for a sec. Alright. Let's get the head down, so that we can drop it off in the morning. Bit better that way, isn't it? Really, you got to worry then. That's nice. But yeah, otherwise you just end up in a whole world of shit trying to Right, so this is where we're dropping off. I'm guessing this is like a rail terminal, something. Looks like it. Seems a bit ominous. We shall see. Don't know why I always open my window when I'm trying to find something. Seems to work. Don't know why. Yes, I think this is very much a rail terminal. Oh, it has a doobry. Oh, we're next to that trailer over there. That is fine. We're next to the old Evermove Wheelton. So we'll just pull that in. Let's put it across. Just going to skirt around that a little bit. Right. Just put the old hazards on as well, just to be on the safe side. Gotta love Max's sounds, he gets it so spot on. Right, there we go. So let's unload this. Right. Okay. Well, thank you very much for watching. That will conclude this video, and I will see you potentially in the live stream of Louisiana tomorrow. And Sunday's video will be American Truck Simulator. So hopefully you can join in for that one too. And obviously, as always, if you wouldn't mind, throwing a like on the video, it does help me if you've enjoyed it. And also as well, if you're not subscribed, please do consider subscribing. It really helps the channel to grow, and it doesn't cost anything. And comments and suggestions on next content, welcome. And thank you very much for watching. Take care and have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.